Hello and welcome to this ICT lesson. Today I want to show you how you can make an app which is also a game which people can use to play. Here in this game I have called it number game because the computer will generate a unique number between 0 and 9 here, and the user will be required to choose the range in which he or she predicts the number will fall into. For example, here, if I click here this and the result becomes 2, it means I have won because 2 is in the range of 0 to 3. But if, for example, I click this button, 4 to 6 range, then the answer is 2, then I will have lost. Same as if I click 7 to 9 button, then the answer is 2, I will lose the game. That way, it will be interesting because what this number will be, nobody knows. It is only the computer which knows. It will choose it randomly between 0 and 9. And to create this game is not difficult. I'm going to use two languages, HTML for the interface, like this. Then this label for congratulation is just a picture, and the rest will be done by JavaScript, and it is very easy, as you will be able to see as I am doing it practically. I have a folder here on the desktop. I will open it. As you can see, I have images. This one is shown when somebody has not chosen any button. This is the win image, and this one is shown on the web page when somebody has won, and this is for lost game, and it will write sorry you have lost, and these three images will be used whenever a button is clicked. I will open my page with HTML tag and be able to close it here. I will split my page into head and body, just like that. Then I will close this tag here. I will insert the title for the game. Let me call it numbers game, and close the title here. Inside the body, I will have the heading for the game. Let it be numbers game app, just like that. Next, I will have a paragraph, and this paragraph will just be like this. Click to choose, click to guess the winning numbers range. Okay, so the user will click a button and will be able to choose the winning numbers range. And below here, I will go ahead and create the buttons. They can have an empty line here, one of them, and have a button here, input type is submit. Then I will have a value on top, and the first range is 0 to 3. 0 to 3 range. This button, it will be given an action with click, and therefore we call the onClick, and I will give it function first, which I will define later. I will go ahead and copy this button and paste it here. And the next button, the range is 4 to 6. 4 to 6. And the function which will drive it, let me call it second. I will go ahead and paste this one here. This is for the range 7 to 9. And it will be driven by the function third. So these are the 3 buttons which will display the result when they are clicked, and it will make the user be able to win or lose depending on the number which will be generated by the computer. Below the 3 buttons, I can have 2 break tags. One to cut the flow from left to right of the buttons, and the other one is to create empty space between the buttons, and the label which I have here, and I can write here now the winning number. The winning number is, then I end that label there. Below this label, I want a paragraph. This paragraph will show the winning number generated by the computer. So inside the first p tag, I will type style and set this paragraph to red color, just like that. And I want this font to be big, so I will just write here font size. Then I can have it at 24 points, like that. That will be bigger enough. Then below this paragraph, there will be an image. One for congratulating the person who has won, and if the person has lost, then we need an image to show here for the lost game. When somebody has not played, then an image with a question mark appears here, and this image is called wait. Let me insert it here with PNG. Those images are inside the folder. Then the next thing is to give this paragraph an ID, and I will call it maybe answer, ANS, and even this image I will give it ID, and I will call it just image, like that. I will go ahead and style the heading to color red, so I will just type here style, then inside the quotation marks I'm going to write here color red, like that. I also want this paragraph to be blue in color. I'll just write here style, then inside color red. I will go ahead and save this numbers game .html, and and click save. I will go and show you my web page in the folder now. I will go and click this web page so that we see what it will produce. Now you can see my app has a title, a paragraph, and buttons, and the image is shown here. Now I will go and change this paragraph to blue color. So I'll give it blue so that it doesn't look like the heading. Then I will save the changes. The next thing is to write JavaScript code, and to do that is very simple. Just come below the body and write script. Then below that you close with the script tag. The first thing to do is to create a variable here. This variable I will call it res to carry the result. Just call it res, and it will receive a value from math flow. This one will produce a random number between 0 and 9. So the work of this function is to produce a number between 0 and 9, and it is inbuilt within the JavaScript itself. I did not define that. Now from there, I will create a function, and it will have this name here, the name of the first button. Then I will open and close the curly bracket. Within the curly bracket, I will use the if structure to do some decision making. If else, like that. So here I'm going to test the value inside here to see whether it is falling between 0 and 3. So I will just take res, put two brackets first, two opening and closing brackets. Then I will take res. If it is greater or equal to 0 and res is less than 4, then this should happen. Document dot get element by ID, and the ID which we want to mention here is this paragraph. That is the ID for the paragraph for showing result. Then we will go to its inner HTML and give it a value of res which contains result. I will go ahead and copy this line and paste it here, but this time I want to get the ID of the image. That is what I want to refer to. Then we are going to change its source to the image for the win, which is called win.png. This means if value in res is between 0 and 3, then this part will be executed and the result will be shown in the paragraph, and the picture to be shown is the win picture. So I will go ahead and copy this line. Now in case this part did not happen, or the number is not between 0 and 3, then the picture to be shown here now should be lost, and the paragraph will still show the value in the res variable. So the next thing is just to copy this code the way it is, Ctrl C, Ctrl V on the keyboard, and I will just pick the name of the second function here. That is for the second button, and replace it here. Then this one will also change. Now we are looking at a number between 4 and 6. So I will change this 4. Rest should be greater or less, it should be equal to 4 or more, or greater or equal to 4. Then the other limit is 6. So this one should be less than 7. Just like that. Then copy again this function. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Let me copy it properly. Then paste it and change this. Pick the third function here and paste it here. Replace that name here. Then this time we are looking for a number falling between 7 and 9. So I can just come here and say the rest should be greater or equal to 7 and less than 10. That is fine. Now I will go ahead and save this and see how it works. After refreshing my page, you can see now the app is working. I can guess a number between 0 and 3. When I click, the answer is 7, so I have lost. I will refresh the page. Then I can guess maybe a number between 4 and 6. Click, the number is 0, the winning number is 0, so I have lost. I will refresh. I can guess a number between 7 and 9. I have lost. The result is 2. I will refresh. I will guess a number again between 7 and 9. Congratulations, I have won. That is how the app is working. Try it out and see you next time. Bye bye.